So it is a concept that sensation method case taking takes a lot of time, and maybe hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, I don't know. But it's not true. I think it's very important to know at what level the patient is in. The concept of levels is very, very important and interesting. See, each one experiences his everyday life in a specific level. I was thinking about it myself. And you see, for my own self, I get lot of dreams. My whole night is full with dreams. And these dreams have to do with various kind of situations. Anxious situations, restless situations, hurried situations, whatever it may be. But there are situations. Not what I'm happening in my life, but in the dreams. Similarly, I find that whenever something affects me, so some anxiety is there, some excitement is there. So I will develop, for example, a couple of days ago I had some stressful situation. I started developing urticarial kind of symptoms. Means hyperimmune system response, allergic. Huh? So in this way, I find that I do not have any organic pathology. My all systems are good. I don't have any specific local complaints. I don't have a tumor, or I don't have arthritis or anything like that. But all my expressions are at a general level, hormonal level, immune system level, and dream level. Please try to understand this concept very, very nicely. I was thinking to myself that the most interesting of everything that I found was the concept of levels. Because a person who has expressions at a dream level and hormonal level and immune system general level generally does not have local pathology. Because that is his level, level 4. Similarly, a child, for example, tarantula child is there. Very, very restless, hyperactive, destructive, cunning, pushing people down, doing this, doing that, crazy restlessness. This child will hardly have any physical pathology. The patients will come to you for behavioral disorder. So that is at a sensation level. Whereas you will find a person with cancer, multiple metastasis, will hardly give you any mental symptoms, emotional symptoms. Hardly, you can't think of dream also. You'll say, what is a dream? One patient was there with prostatic cancer. I asked him, do you get angry? He said, never. I said, when did you last get angry? He said, 47 years ago. Means, can you imagine that is Staphy's aureus remedy? Very angry. But it was at a level 4, 47 years ago. Then it became level 3, level 2, and now it is level 1. Pathology, gross pathology. So in this way, by the concept of levels, you are able to know, as you take a case, whether this case will give you sensation or will not give you sensation. Now if this prostate cancer fellow, I keep pushing, keep pushing, tell me your dream, tell me your dream, tell me your dream. So he will not give you whatever you ask. So if he is not giving you the dream only, which means delusion, how he will go to sensation? Very, very difficult. Then you rely upon emotional symptoms, local symptoms and pathology. So it is not necessary that in every case you have to get to the sensation. Sensation is an option that you have. And definitely in many cases you will be able to get there. But don't push the patient. And when it is clearly available, you take it. Then it doesn't take time. It's the pushing that takes time. And it is of no use, because what you get by pushing, by torturing the patient, usually is a false. Because patient, just to get rid of you, will tell you some sensation or the other, especially the one that you like and you smile. This is very good. The doctor is happy. Let me tell him more of the same. So case taking should be an easy process, and that it's easy when you recognize the level and go there. So if he is telling you some local symptom, put your full attention on the local symptom. And then elicit all the symptom, modality, location, everything. Get your anchor over there. And then start exploring higher levels. Do you have a dream? Do you have a sensation? Then you can confirm. I find that I do not divorce a sensation method from a normal method. It's not, two are not different for me. Patient is giving you information all the time. This morning we had one patient. He had sensory neural deafness from 4 years age. He was 25 years old. And he came and sat just like this. And didn't say one word throughout the interview. Not one single word he spoke. But relatives were there. I asked, tell me his nature. He is absolutely quiet, doesn't speak one word. Just like that he is sitting, just looking straight, not even no curiosity also. And what happened in his case, we found that when he was shifted from one locality where he was having a lot of friends and acquaintances, from that he was put in a new locality. So he became almost crazy. He left the house and started walking, and he forgot his name also. So when you put this together, is it a symptom or a sensation? For me it is both. This kind of shyness, timidity, cannot take a new place, cannot answer, introverted. This is both sensation as well as symptom. It's a sensation and symptom both of Baryta carbonica. He received Baryta sulf, but it was very close. So I don't differentiate, is this symptom or is this sensation? They are both two sides of exactly the same coin. And as I told you maybe earlier, we have got one Phatak charitable clinic, and Gurukul I do once in a month. I have to hear the case taken by another doctor, I have to take the case, and then I have to explain the case. All is done within 30 minutes. That means my case taking hardly lasts for between 5 to 7 minutes, and you are able to elicit beautifully symptom, sensation, everything. So it's a matter of experience. With time, when you keep practicing, the time taken gets shorter and shorter and shorter.